exchange it. One slice for you, one slice for me. And that's what they say is value-based negotiation. Begins when there is a difference of opinion, a difference of value, a difference of something that you and I may be not knowing, but we expect it from each other. If you belong to the world of selling, then what we're going to share with you is one of those crucial skills that make it or break it for most salespeople on this planet. When it comes to negotiation, that's when most of the challenges in selling really crop up right in front of your face. And many salespeople crumble to this one aspect in making the sales go forward. So if you ever wondered why your customer walks away and doesn't really close with you, then here are the 3 things that you're going to learn in this video and take back a skill that you can apply every day. My name is Pramod Parker, and here's what makes the difference. If you look at sales professionals, they view selling separately and they view negotiation separately. Actually, it's that dance, the dance between the buyer and the seller, where it comes to a juncture where the buyer actually wants to buy, but something is making a difference, and he jumps into objective and then starts negotiating with the seller. So sales is a science, negotiation is a science. If there's any artistic dimension to this, it's that abstract that you bring with your communication that sometimes gets liked, sometimes doesn't get liked. So I'd stress as a professional in my learning over these 35 years is that if you're looking at this, look at it through the lens of the science, because the steps won't fail you, and you can keep on upgrading your communication and leveraging the abstract learning to your advantage. So there are 3 things about negotiation I'd like to talk about. The first, negotiation and this word win-win has become almost colloquial in dialogue. You must make it win-win, you must make it win-win. But what is this win-win about? So I'm going to share these 3 things which would be strategically levers that you can press and use every day. Lever number 1. Negotiation is not a battleground. It's a very large opportunity. It's that opportunity that can make it for you, break it for you. What's important is to understand the crux of negotiation. And if I have to bring that crux live for you, then I'd like to share with you that negotiation begins when there is a difference of opinion, a difference of value, a difference of something that you and I may be not knowing, but we expect it from each other. The good part is that we want to make a deal. So this word win-win stems from the fact that most negotiations begin on a very rigid platform. A platform that starts by saying, you must do this for me. I want this from you. You must give this to me. And so on and so forth. Whereas actually speaking, it starts like that. Even the other party has a belief that if I have to get this from this guy, I must give him something. Now that's where the difference begins between a skilled negotiator and a transactional typical negotiator who's evolved with his skills over time. A skilled negotiator will look at it as an opportunity and understand it's all about strategy. And the strategy is that win-win depends on how much you have to give each other, which means that distributive I must have, you must give, you must try, has to move to what can we exchange. And this exchange depends on how many variables you are able to bring live to the table. And when I use that word variable, it could be price, it could be taxation, it could be delivery terms, it could be so many different variables. The sad part about selling is that you use all your weapons and then get left with nothing. A skilled negotiator knows that he needs to keep his weapons with him and use it at the right time. So, if you have to make negotiations from distributive to integrative, from I must have to something that says if you will then I can, you will build exchange. So let me give you an example. The customer says that I want to buy from you, but you must give me a 15% discount because that fits my budget. Now you might have a little bit of a budget with you, maybe 15 or lesser, You want to make it a win-win, don't jump into giving your percentage away. The skill lies in being able to bring to light what means value. So the start begins by you expanding the value, which is moved from distributive 15% to a percentage in exchange. For example, sure, I can help you with a better price. If you will choose to buy a little larger quantity together, then I can make a consideration in terms of a value discount. So strategy number one, wrap it up. Make negotiations from distributive to integrative. Means don't distribute, don't allow him to distribute. Enlarge the size of what you're distributing. Exchange it. One slice for you, one slice for me. And that's what they say is value-based negotiation. Strategy number two. What's most critical in negotiation is preparation. So remember one thing. Success will go to the most informed. The more the questions, the more information on the table. The more the study behind the table, the more prepared you are on the table. Not always will you get a chance to be right there preparing and prepared. Sometimes you have to do it on the fly while you're speaking to somebody, which means that the ability to ask powerful questions so that you can look for zones of possible agreement. It's a technical term. If you're a skilled negotiator, you will learn it. And that's what we do in most of our programs. Zone of possible agreement. The more you are able to plot what he may be able to exchange because he sees value on another variable, the higher the chances you can exchange. Great negotiation is all about exchanging variables and bringing the value of what he's getting from you up for him. So he feels he's winning, and every time you exchange it, you've got, so you won too. So it's about a win-win. So that takes care of distributive to integrative. It takes care of building value and creating more for each other. The third strategy is all about being able to wrap it up, which revolves around two factors. How well have you been able to make the human being believe that I am really getting a whole lot, and how much of trust you're able to build that this is the best and this is what I need to agree on. Now, how do you keep on building trust? That's another game altogether, but I'm going to end it by saying the more the empathy, the higher the trust. So while you're doing the first two, keep on bringing in words of empathy. Keep making that human being believe that this is good for him, this is wise for him, this is applicable to him, and this is meaningful for him. After this video, if you click on the link that's there, you are going to receive a wonderful synopsis of this and a little more. And I'm sure this is going to help you with your negotiation lifelong. Remember, you negotiate almost 90 times every day. The more you get the skill up, the better your results. Enjoy your life. More success to you. Thank you.